Hi students, in this video I am making 7th problem, solving 7th problem, that is Sapre and Atre partners sharing profits and losses equally. So from the following trial balance and adjustments, prepare trading and profit and loss account for the year ended 31st March 2019 and balance sheet as on the date. So trial balance as on 31st March 2019. We'll see the trial balance entries first. So debit balance and a credit balance and amount given here. So this is the trial balance table. So sundry debtors, the amount is 40,000, purchase returns 65,000, returns, purchase returns, opening stock, land and building, carriage, rent, rates and taxes, drawings, Sapre and Atre salaries. So these are both are partners, and bad debts we are including with the adjustments, and machinery there is a new adjustment. Machinery there is a new adjustment means this they have given a date in this. Additional on 1st October 2018, additional amount is 10,000 but machinery amount is 25,000. Okay, so next is advertisement and provident fund investment. Next in a credit balance, sales, sundry creditors, sundry income, capital of the Sapre and Atre. So provident fund, returns, commission received and RDD. So reserve for doubtful debt. This is the trial balance. This is trial balance. We'll see the adjustments first then. So adjustments are given. Closing stock is valued at rupees 23,000. Closing stock is 23,000. And depreciate land and building is 5% and machinery is 10%. So machinery's amount is 25,000. There is a depreciation on machinery, it is 10%. Then for the land and building, how much? It is 10,000. 10,000 we are calculating 5% on a land and building depreciation. Then next is a third adjustment is, so machinery we have adjustment and land and building we have adjustments. Okay, next create a provision for bad and doubtful debts at 5% on sundry debtors. So when we are calculating RDD, bad doubtful debts or reserve doubtful debt, that is on the sundry debtors we are calculating. So sundry debtors or debtors and write off 1,000 rupees for a bad debts. So 1,000 rupees as a bad debts. This is a new one. Okay, next this is the old one which is given in the table. That is a old one, and as you know all that already in the table, it is a old one, and in the adjustment it is a new one. So same like for RDD also, reserve for doubtful debt. And next adjustment is here. So goods worth rupees is 3,000 and were sold. This already sold, but no entry was found in the books of account. This 3,000 entry is not found in the accounts book. Okay, next this adjustment we are passing in purchase. Okay, purchase in a sales. Okay, next is outstanding carriage. Outstanding carriage is 500 rupees. So for carriage we need to calculate 500 rupees. Then next one is goods worth 8,000 rupees were purchased on 31st March 2019 and included in the closing stock but not recorded in the books of account. This 8,000 purchase is not mentioned in the P&L account, not mentioned in the books of account. So we need to pass this entry of this also. So in this problem we have a new adjustment. That is, new adjustment means this machinery we already find out, but they given a date. We have a additional date, additions date, that 1st October 2018. Okay, the addition amount is 1st October 2018 the purchase, and we need to till calculate 31st March 2019. So 31st March 2019 to 1st October 2018 to 31st March 2019, it is a 6 months gap. 6 months gap we need to add this machinery amount. That is 1st October, November, December, Jan, Feb, March. So 6 months we need to calculate the addition amount. this adjustment we have new this one. Okay, so all the rest of the records, all the rest of the entries are same we calculated before also. This is the new adjustment. Okay, so using the dates of 31st March 2019 and 1st October 2018, using these dates we need to calculate machinery additions amount of 10,000 rupees. Okay, now we'll prepare a profit and loss account, trading account, profit and loss account. In the same table we'll calculate. Okay, so this is in the books of spare at rate trading and profit and loss account for the year ended 31st March 2019. Okay, so we are for the trading spare and at rate trading, we are trading and profit and loss account we are finding out. Okay, so this is the debit side and credit side, particulars amount in a column and outer column. In a credit side also it is the same, particulars amount and amount. So okay, first one is first adjustment will start with the opening stocks. So opening stock amount is how much? To opening stock is, okay, opening stock is 18,000. So I mentioned it here, 18,000. And to purchases amount is 65,000. 65,000. And add unrecorded purchases. So unrecorded purchases how much? It is 8,000. Goods worth rupees 8,000 were purchased on 31st March 2019, but not included in the record in the books of accounts. So we are passing this entry to 8,000. So 8,000 we need to add with the purchases. So then we got 65,000 plus 8,000, it becomes 73,000. Then less returns. Less returns is how much? So less return is given here. So that is a 5,500 rupees purchase return. 1,500 rupees I am mentioning here, deducting in a purchase amount. So less returns of 1,500, we got it 71,500 rupees. 71,500 rupees. Then to carriage. Carriage amount is 1,200 rupees. Carriage amount is 1,200 rupees. 1,200 rupees. Then add outstanding. Outstanding, which is how much it is? Outstanding expense, outstanding carriage is 500 rupees. Okay. Then I have mentioned the add outstanding 500 rupees. 1,200 rupees plus 500 becomes 1,700 rupees. That outstanding which is we need to add with the carriage. So it becomes 1,700 rupees. Next is buy sales. Credit side we'll see the entries. So buy sales. Sales amount is how much? 85,000. Sales amount is 85,000. Add unrecorded sales also. So they have not mentioned the unrecorded sales in the book of accounts. So we pass this entry to sales. So we need to add this 3,000 rupees with the sales. Then we got the amount of 85,000 plus 3,000. It becomes 88,000 rupees. So less returns. So less returns is 800 rupees. We need to, so 800 rupees is given here. So that 800 rupees we are deducting in a sales amount. So that is after deducting the sales amount, sales returns in a 88,000 minus 800 rupees. It becomes 87,200 rupees. And by closing stock. Closing stock amount is given in the adjustments. So this is 23,000. Closing stock amount is, so can you see, 23,000. So by closing stock 23,000, I have mentioned it here. So this closing stock I am mentioning in a balance sheet also. Balance sheet, closing stock, that is amount is 23,000. So this is the closing stock amount. Okay. So I pass this entry in a balance sheet also, closing stock amount. Leave 10 to 11 lines, then write the closing stock entries. Then it will become easy. So now you no need to worry for the, again you pass this entry or not. Once you see the adjustments, closing stock. Okay. This is coming in a P&L trading account and it is coming in and this coming in a balance sheet also. So this entry is closed now. Closing stock first adjustment is closed. Next is by closing stock, then We need to calculate these amounts. 87,200 rupees plus 23,000 rupees. It becomes a 1,10,200 rupees. So total amount is 1,10,200 rupees. So but this amount is becoming less. So this amount is carried forward here. So the 1,10,200 rupees minus 18,000, 71,500 rupees, then 1,700 rupees. It becomes, after deducting amount, we got a amount of 19,000 rupees. 19,000. So when it is a credit balance is more, debit balance is less, this amount will transfer to the gross means a debit side. That will become a gross profit. That will become a gross profit. So how much we got gross profit? It is a 19,000 rupees. So this gross profit amount will transfer in a P&L account. After finding out the gross profit in a trading account, then we'll pass this gross profit amount to the P&L account. So we'll see the P&L account calculation now. So that is the amount is how much gross profit amount is in a trading account. That was a 19,000 rupees. So I pass this entry in a P&L account, 19,000 rupees gross profit. Gross profit brought down. Okay. Next we'll come to the debit side entries. First one is salaries. Salaries amount is how much? Salaries is 3,200 rupees. So 3,200 rupees salaries. Okay, salaries amount is 3,200 rupees. I mentioned it here, 3,200 rupees. Next is to rent, rates and taxes. That is 1,000 rupees. I mentioned here 1,000 rupees. Next is depreciation, land and building, plant and machinery. So we have a adjustments. So second adjustment we are calculating, that is depreciation, land and building. First adjustment is got over. So we passed the closing stock in a balance sheet and the trading account. This is done already. Next adjustment is, first we have to calculate with the adjustments, then other records we need to pass, then later on we need to pass all entries so that we cannot miss the adjustments. So second adjustment is depreciation, land and building is a 5% and machinery is a 10%. So this will calculate in a first balance sheet. So land and in a balance sheet, this is a balance sheet. Balance sheet of as on 31st March 2019, the liability side, internal column and outer column, and asset side, inter column and outer column. So land and building is amount is how much? Land and building amount is 10,000. So 10,000. So depreciation is how much? 5% on land and building. Then I mentioned it is 10,000 less depreciation 5%. That becomes a 10,000 into 5 divided by 100. It becomes a 500 rupees. That is a working note 2. I have mentioned it here. Working note 2, 500 rupees. Okay. Then this 500 rupees will come in a balance sheet. So then we are deducting a depreciation amount in a land and building. So we got a amount of land and building is a 9,500 rupees. Then plant and machinery. Plant and machinery we have a adjustment, and we have for the machinery we have a additions on 1st October 2008 to it is 10,000 rupees. Machinery amount is 25,000. Machinery we need to calculate 10% on the machinery. So we'll see the working note now. So working note is, while calculating working note second one. So first one I calculated here. First working note 2, working note 1. That you have to mention in the balance sheet. So then for the evaluator it will become easy. So how we calculated, students how they have calculated, they will come to know this. That will become, so you can score a good marks if you mention these working notes. So next to the problem you had to solve in a one page and you had to mention the working notes. Okay, so next to working note on machinery. While calculating depreciation on machinery, we have to consider the date of purchase of additional machine which is purchased on 1st October 2018. Additional machine purchase is rupees is 10,000 rupees. 10,000 rupees is the additional amount. So machinery amount is how much? It is 25,000. So additional amount, addition purchase is 10,000 rupees. Okay, so it becomes 25,000. We are going to calculate 10%. 10% on a 25,000. So 25,000. So we divided. So 10,000. It is an additional amount, and then altogether it becomes 25,000. So 15,000 and 10,000. They have mentioned it in the trial balance. So I have taken it here, 10,000 rupees. Then on rupees 15,000, depreciation amount is 10% for 12 months. So 12 months we need to calculate. Okay, that we amount got it 15,000 into 10 divided by 100. We got an amount of rupees 1,500 rupees. Okay, but and again we need to calculate an additional amount. Additional amount is 10,000 rupees. That additional amount 10,000 on depreciation at 10% for 6 months. And you need to calculate 1st October 2018 to 31st March 2019. It becomes a 6 months. 6 months duration. Okay. Then this 6 months we need to calculate. So how we are going to calculate? 10,000 into 10 divided by 100. This 10%, 10 divided by 100. So we got an amount of 1,000 rupees. So 10,000 or 10% means we got 1,000 rupees. So we need to calculate how we are calculating here for 12 months for 15,000 rupees, and we need to calculate for 6 months. 6 divided by 12 means 12 months. Yearly 12 months. Then we are only calculating for a 6 months. So we got an amount of 500 rupees. Okay. So depreciation is, this is 1,500 rupees plus 500 rupees. It becomes 2,000 rupees. 2,000 rupees. This amount will come in balance sheet. Less depreciation 10%, that is 2,000 rupees. So 25,000 minus 25,000 minus 2,000 is becomes 23,000 rupees. This is the working note 1 and working note 2 I mentioned. This is sundry debtors. Sundry debtors amount is 40,000. Sundry debtors amount is 40,000. That is the adjustment for the sundry debtors. So we are close with the second adjustment. So we calculated second adjustment also. Now we are calculating third adjustment, that is create a provision for bad and doubtful debts. Bad debts and reserve for doubtful debts. That is at 5% on sundry debtors and write off 1,000 rupees for a bad debts. That we are considering new one. Bad debts 1,000 rupees new one. Okay. So okay. So this amount is sundry debtors amount is 40,000 as mentioned in the trial balance. Then add unrecorded sales. Unrecorded sales we need to add with the debtors. Unrecorded sales is 3,000 rupees. So we add the 3,000 rupees. So it becomes a 43,000 rupees. Less bad debts of new. So less bad debts of new. That is a loss for the company. And this is the 1,000 rupees. So 1,000 rupees I have mentioned it here. So less bad debts 43,000 minus 1,000 rupees is become a 42,000. Then less RDD. RDD is doubtful debts 5% on sundry debtors. Okay. So total amount it becomes less bad debts 43,000 and 42,000 into 5 divided by 100. So we got an amount of 2,100 rupees. I have mentioned in a working note 3. I have not written working note, but you can calculate like this 43,000 for once again I'll show you. So working note 3, so how you have to calculate 42,000 we got it. That 42,000 into 5 divided by 100 we need to make it. So we got an amount of 2,100 rupees. Sundry debtors and that is this RDD of 2,100 rupees we got it. Means 42,000 into 5 divided by 100 we got an amount of 2,100 rupees. 42,000 minus 2,100 rupees becomes 39,900 rupees because we need to deduct the amount of RDD. So next is we have mentioned closing stock before only, that is 23,000, and next is provident fund. Provident fund investment is 18,500 rupees. So 18,500 rupees is here. Next is, we'll see the P&L account first. So this is the asset, we calculated asset side of the balance sheet. Now we'll see the third, we have completed with the third adjustment, and we have taken this also. Fourth adjustment, goods sold and outstanding carriage we have taken, and goods purchase also we have taken. Now we'll see so we are clear with now. We already calculated the adjustments. Now we'll pass the entries of what in the trial balance. So to salaries and rent and land and building is a 500 rupees. That is a depreciation. So after calculating a 5%, so we got a 500 rupees. That amount will pass here. So land and building depreciation is 500 rupees. Okay. So next is plant and machinery. How much we got it? That is 2000 rupees depreciation. So that we have mentioned here 2000 rupees. So depreciation total, how much it becomes? 2500 rupees. 2500 rupees. To bad debts old. Bad debts old, how much it is? 1000 rupees. So bad debts old is 1000 rupees. Though I mentioned it here, to bad debts old 1000 rupees. Next is add bad debts new. Bad debts new, that is 1000 rupees. So 1000 rupees, add new RDD. So we have calculated a working note 3. According to working note 3, we got amount of 2100 rupees for the depreciation after calculating with the sundry debtors. So that amount is 2100 rupees. We are passing here also in a P&L account. So you can see here 2100 rupees. So total it becomes 4100 rupees. 1001 to 2000, 2000 plus 2100, it's 4100 rupees. Then less RDD old. Less RDD old, it is 400 rupees. I mentioned it here. So less RDD old 400 rupees. 4100 rupees minus 400 rupees become 3700 rupees because we are deducting in a new RDD. Next is to advertisement. To advertisement is amount is 4000 rupees. So advertised amount is 4000 rupees. So mentioned it here, 2000 advertised amount is 4000 rupees. Next we need to calculate a net profit. For net profit, how we are calculating? So we need to first, we'll see the amount of credit side. Credit side amount is 19,000 plus 2,000, it becomes 21,000 rupees. Total amount becomes 21,000 rupees. 19,000 plus 2,000 rupees. So it is 21,000 rupees. So 21,000 rupees I mentioned it here. So this is a total amount of credit side P&L account. And now we'll see the debit side of the P&L account. What is the total amount? So 21,000. So we need to deduct all these amounts. That is 3,200 rupees, 1,000 rupees, 2,500 rupees, 3,700 rupees and 4,000 rupees. So after deducting these amounts in a 21,000 rupees, we got amount as a 6,600 as a net profit. So credit balance is more, so it becomes a net profit. So net profit amount is how much? It is a 6,600 rupees. This net profit amount will transfer to the capital account. So to the transfer to capital account, how we are sharing this net profit? This is a profit for the business, net profit. So this amount we are distributing to both partners. We have two partners, so that's SAPRE and ATRE. So for them we need to calculate equally. We need to give a profit amount, share amount equally. That is 6,600 divided by 2. Then we will get a 3,300 rupees for SAPRE and 3,300 rupees for ATRE. So this capital amount, net profit amount will transfer in the liability side of the capital account. Capital account. So this is a fluctuating capital method, and capital SAPRE is 35,000 rupees. Their opening stock is SAPRE's opening stock is 35,000 rupees. Okay, so that I mentioned it here. So capital SAPRE is 35,000 rupees. Then add net profit. Net profit, how much he got? 3,300 rupees. 3,300 rupees. So 3,300 rupees. Then he withdraws some amount, less drawings. How much he withdraw? 3,000 rupees. So 32,300 minus 3,000 rupees, it becomes a 35,300 rupees. So we draw the amount. So we are deducting in a net profit amount, that is 35,000 in a capital account, 35,300 rupees. Now we'll see for a capital for Atre. Atre's amount is how much? It is 35,000. He is also investing amount in a business, 35,000 rupees. That 35,000 rupees I mentioned it here. Then at net profit, same profit is also get. We equally distributed 3,300 rupees. So 3,300 rupees, and his drawings is how much? 2,000 rupees. His drawings is a withdraw amount of 2,000 rupees. So 38,300 rupees minus 2,000. So it becomes 36,300 rupees. Then Provident Fund. Provident Fund is 10,000 rupees. So next entry is Provident Fund. That is Provident Fund is 10,000 rupees. So 10,000 rupees is coming here. In a balance sheet liability side, Provident Fund is 10,000 rupees, and outstanding expenses of carriage is 500 rupees. So mentioned here 500 rupees, and creditors is a amount of 23,000. Sundry creditors amount is 23,000. So sundry creditors amount is 23,000, and unrecorded purchases, that is 8,000 rupees. 8,000 rupees. After we need to add with the creditors, that is 23,000 plus 8,000, it becomes 31,000 rupees. Then commission received in advance. Commission received in advance, it is 100 rupees, 800 rupees. So mentioned it here, 800 rupees. Then we need to calculate both amounts of this one, liability side and asset side. Liability side, it is 35,300 rupees plus 36,300 rupees, 10,000 and 500 rupees, 31,000 and 8,000 rupees. So it totally becomes 1,13,900 rupees. 1,13,900 rupees. Next amount is 95,000 plus 23,000 and 39,900 plus 23,000 rupees and 18,500 rupees. So it becomes 18,500. So it is 1,13,900 rupees. Both sides its amount is coming equally. The problem is correct. So now you can see the trading account of debit side and credit side. Gross profit we find out 19,000 rupees. Then we passed in a P&L account. Then we are using this gross profit amount, we are calculating a P&L account. So P&L account net profit we got. Net profit amount is 6,600 rupees. This 6,600 rupees we are distributing it to both partners. Next, this amount will go in a liability side of capital account. Liability side, that is capital account. So they have a opening stock also, and the partners withdraw some amount also. After deducting some amount and adding some net profit, then they got it as 35,300 rupees, and Atre got 36,300 rupees as a profit. Next, Provident Fund, these are the records we mentioned in a balance sheet. So this total amount becomes now 1,13,900 rupees. And we'll see the asset side. Asset side amount is asset side depreciation we got, some adjustment we got also. So that after calculating with adjustments, and I have shown a working note also. So you can refer these working notes while calculating. Then 9,500 rupees plus 23,000 rupees and 39,900 rupees and 23,000 rupees and 18,500. So total amount is becomes 1,13,900 rupees. We have a new entry of this. So both side it is a same amount, total liability side and asset side. So our problem is correct. Next is, so you need to remember some hidden adjustments are there. So we calculated on a advertisement and we calculated on the insurance also. So next and the government bonds also we calculated on hidden adjustments. So I have showed that how what are the adjustments are coming and how we are passing entries in a trading account and P&L account and balance sheet. So till now we have calculated 7 problems. Next, this is a working note you had to mention. You had to write these working notes so you can get a good marks, and the evaluator come to know that you have calculated your own and you have mentioned it here, so you can get a good marks. So working note So you have to, wherever you have got the adjustment and where you have calculated these things, so working note 1, working note 2, working note 3, that you have to mention in a P&L, any, this if it is in a trading account, if it is in a P&L account, or if it is in a balance sheet. So you need to mention the adjustments working notes. So then go through the adjustments and hidden adjustments. So as of now I got two hidden adjustments till the 7th problem. We'll see next further how many adjustments are coming, and I'm sending those adjustments tables also, so please refer while calculating. Then it will become easy for you to calculate the problems. This is the first you need to calculate with the adjustments, then you go for a trial balance table. So while you get the adjustments, then what you have to do, you have to do the tick mark. Where you are getting adjustment, you have to do the tick mark, and if you want you can mention that sundry debtors where it is coming, and sales and creditors which side entry is coming, and closing stock where it is coming, or and opening stock where it is. If you want you can make it. Otherwise, if you do practice every day, so you can easily mention all these things, entries you can pass it very easily. So next, so this is how we have to calculate, and try to finish it in a 1-page trading account calculation, and P&L account in a 1-page, and balance sheet in a 1-page. Okay. Next you have to mention the working notes next to the problem. So next to the problem you can mention this working notes. Calculation you should do there only. So calculator is not allowed in the exam. So try to practice your own. So calculator is not allowed in the exam. So this is how we need to calculate trading account, P&L account, and balance sheet. Thank you.